Okay, so in this video I will demonstrate to you how I paint my arrows. As you can see, I'm using masking tape to seal off the parts of the shaft that I don't want to be painted. Basically, the key point here is I'm using a cardboard box to essentially create a paint box. So stuff that I don't want to get painted don't get painted. I put my arrows in the holes that I made. I make the arrows relatively close together so as little of the paint gets wasted, but not too close so it doesn't offset anything. I push my arrows in. If the box is too big, I basically add more masking tape on the shaft, paper, nylon, whatever I need to protect the parts of the shaft that I don't want to be painted. I put the whole thing securely, especially because this was a little bit of a windy day, which will have an impact once I start painting. I removed the safety rubber gasket from the spray can. Don't forget to do that, otherwise it won't work. But of course, make sure you test it. And one other thing that I would suggest is to put a little bit of masking tape on your index finger, otherwise it will have a lot of color on it. So the second key point here is that the first two layers are very thin. Don't be tempted to spray a lot of color early on. You will basically ruin the whole thing. The color application will not be uniform. You will have parts where there's a lot of color, some parts that there's no color, so on. You have to put a lot of layers, a lot of thin layers, okay? So first two, even the third layer, are very thin. Basically, it's like a fine mist. Only after that, start applying more and more color. I would say that it's only in the fourth or fifth layer that I start to really saturate the color. So it takes time. Wait about maybe 10 minutes between each layer, and just make sure you don't apply too much color early on. So as you can see here, it's finished. I carefully removed the shafts from the box. Please use a sharp knife. I'm using a very dull one here. Unfortunately, that's the only one I had on hand. As you can see, this is a way to create as little of a mess as possible. And as you can see here, they're done. I'm going to leave them to dry for at least 12 hours, and then I can apply any lacquer that I want, and they'll be ready for fletching.